The night was supposed to belong to music, to lights, to millions of hearts beating in sync with 7 voices that had changed the world. Fans gathered hours before the gates opened, their hands clutching light sticks, their eyes glowing with anticipation. For many, this wasn't just a concert, it was a dream years in the making. The name BTS echoed through the crowd like a promise of something unforgettable. But as the sun dipped below the horizon, something else began to spread. Not excitement, not joy, but whispers. At first, it was just a rumor. A message passed from phone to phone, from stranger to stranger. A post online. A warning. Some dismissed it instantly, brushing it off as another cruel prank aimed at one of the biggest groups in the world. But others felt a chill run down their spine. Because this wasn't the first time. Backstage, the atmosphere was different. The members of BTS were preparing as usual, adjusting their outfits, warming up their voices, but there was a tension in the air that couldn't be ignored. Managers moved quickly, whispering into radios. Security staff doubled, then tripled. Eyes scanned every corner. And then the confirmation came. A bomb threat. It wasn't vague. It wasn't distant. It was specific enough to send shockwaves through the entire operation. Within minutes, local authorities were alerted. Soon after, police units surrounded the venue, their presence impossible to miss. Fans outside began noticing something was wrong. Sirens. More security checkpoints. Unusual delays. Inside the control room, organizers faced an impossible decision. Canceling the concert would mean crushing tens of thousands of fans who had traveled across countries, even continents. But continuing meant risking something far more serious. Lives. The pressure mounted with every passing second. Officials debated intensely, voices overlapping, emotions running high. Some argued that threats like these often turned out to be hoaxes. Others refused to take even the slightest chance. The clock was ticking and the world was watching. Meanwhile, the members of BTS were informed. Silence filled the room. For a moment, no one spoke. The weight of the situation settled heavily on their shoulders. They had trained for years to perform under pressure, but this was different. This wasn't about missing a note or forgetting choreography. This was about safety, about their fans, about each other. One by one, their expressions shifted from shock to something deeper. Concern, fear, determination. They knew the fans outside weren't just an audience, they were family. And that made the decision even harder. Outside, the crowd had grown restless. Some fans began checking their phones, seeing the same posts, the same warnings. Anxiety rippled through the sea of light sticks. Yet, many refused to leave. They had come too far. They believed in the group. They believed everything would be okay. Police units began sweeping the area, their movements methodical, precise. Bomb squads were deployed. Every bag, every corner, every inch of the venue was inspected. Helicopters hovered above, their blades cutting through the night sky like a constant reminder of the danger below. Time slowed. Minutes felt like hours. Inside, the final call had to be made. Cancel or continue? The organizers turned to the members of BTS. It wasn't just their show, it was their responsibility, their connection with the fans that made this moment so heavy. And what happened next would define the night forever. Despite the fear, despite the uncertainty, a decision emerged. Not from pressure, not from obligation, but from something deeper. In the authorities, in the safety measures, in each other. But even as preparations resumed, nothing felt the same. Every sound seemed louder. Every shadow seemed darker. Staff remained on edge, constantly communicating with security teams. Back outside, an announcement finally came. The concert would proceed, but under heightened security. A wave of mixed emotions surged through the crowd. Relief, fear, excitement. Some fans cheered, tears in their eyes. Others held onto each other, unsure of what to feel. But no one moved. They stayed, because this night meant everything. As the lights dimmed and the stage illuminated, a roar erupted from the audience, louder than ever before. It wasn't just excitement anymore. It was defiance. It was unity in the face of fear. When the members of BTS finally stepped onto the stage, the energy shifted completely. They smiled, but behind those smiles were emotions words couldn't fully capture. Gratitude, relief, and something else, something unspoken. The music began. Each note carried more weight than usual. Each lyric felt more personal. Fans sang along, their voices trembling at first, then growing stronger. It was as if everyone in that stadium understood the gravity of the moment. This wasn't just a concert anymore. It was a statement that fear wouldn't win, that love for music, for connection, for each other, was stronger than any threat. Still, security remained on high alert throughout the entire show. Officers monitored every movement. Emergency plans were ready to be activated at a moment's notice. But as song after song filled the night, something incredible happened. The fear slowly faded. Not completely, but enough. Enough for smiles to return. Enough for tears of joy to replace tears of worry. Enough for the night to become what it was always meant to be. Unforgettable. When the final song ended and the members of BTS stood together, looking out at the ocean of fans, there was a shared understanding. They had made it through. Together. Later, authorities would continue their investigation. Questions would remain unanswered. Who made the threat? Was it real? Was it a hoax? But for those who were there, one truth stood above everything else. They had faced fear and refused to let it take the night away. And as fans slowly left the venue, holding on to their memories, their voices hoarse from singing, their hearts full despite everything, one thought lingered in the air. Sometimes, the most powerful moments aren't the ones without fear, but the ones where you choose to stand strong in spite of it.